You can travel for back in time here, a secret place. Where shall we go today? Who gets the price of happiness? The forbidden fruit that was targeted. Beyond the village, past the last field and the final worn path, there stood a forest no map claimed. Deep within it grew a single tree. It bore fruit unlike any other, red, luminous, almost breathing in the dark. They said whoever ate it would be blessed with happiness. At first, it was only rumor, then came the stories. A struggling merchant returned with sudden wealth. A couple who had longed for a child conceived within weeks. A desperate gambler walked away with impossible fortune. The fruit worked, but something else happened too. Each time one fruit disappeared from the tree, tragedy struck the village. A death, a fire, a sudden ruin. Quiet, precise, inevitable, happiness arrived from the forest. And something else was taken in return. The first visitor. The villagers had always avoided the forest. It was not fear exactly, it was understanding. Some places are not meant to be entered, but outsiders did not share that restraint. The first man who found the tree was a traveler passing through. He returned days later transformed, confident, successful, almost radiant. His story spread faster than caution ever could. Soon, others came. Few could find the tree. Fewer returned unchanged. But those who did became proof. Proof is powerful, especially when it favors hope. The pattern. The first tragedy was dismissed as coincidence. An elderly woman died peacefully in her sleep. A barn collapsed during a windless night. The well water turned bitter for days. Then someone began counting. Fruit missing, 1. Funeral, 1. Fruit missing, 3. Accidents, 3. The pattern aligned too perfectly. It was not punishment. It was balance. Prosperity. Ironically, the village flourished. Travelers poured in. Inns filled. Markets expanded. Money flowed like spring rain. Even some villagers gave in to temptation. Just once. For my family. For security. The reasoning was always careful, logical. But at night, when the wind moved through the forest, it sounded like something tallying a debt. The realization. An old woman spoke what others feared to say. This tree does not grant blessings, she said. It collects payment. Happiness was not a gift. It was borrowed, and the interest was being paid by those who never tasted the fruit. The tree was not evil. It was precise. When only a handful of fruit remained, the village understood. If the last one were taken, there might be nothing left to take from. Burial. Before dawn, the villagers entered the forest together. No one argued. They brought ropes, tools, a massive stone. The tree resisted only in silence. The fruit fell and split upon the ground, releasing a sweet, intoxicating scent, the final temptation. They crushed the trunk. They buried the roots. They sealed it beneath earth and rock. The tragedies stopped. So did the miracles. The village survived, but it was never as wealthy again. Epilogue. They say nothing grows where the tree once stood. But sometimes, after heavy rain, a small red sprout appears above the soil. Just for a moment. Just enough to be seen. Happiness is always desired. The question is never whether it exists. The question is simple. If you knew someone else would pay the price, would you still take a bite? Thank you for watching. Please subscribe to our channel. Happiness for all viewers.